Manchester, Tennessee. A small, humble town located in south central Tennessee, resting on about 9,000 acres, which is just to give you an idea, is less than 1% the size of Bryan College Station's acreage. With a population of about 10,000 people, this small town appears to be like any other small town in Tennessee. A bubble of honest, hardworking rednecks that just keep their town running by working together. Every June, however, something incredible happens. The population increases tenfold as people from all over the world travel to a tiny town, dropping all responsibilities for 5 days to live in a town in a tent on a 700-acre campground. Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival combines music, comedy, art, and the inner child within all of us into an incredibly unique atmosphere of carefree simplicity and overwhelming selflessness. If I could be anywhere right now, I would be back in Manchester, Tennessee at Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival. As close to Neverland as you'll get. So, who came up with the bold idea that anyone, let alone close to 100,000 people, would buy a ticket not to shower for 5 or 6 days in a small Tennessee town that no one's ever heard of? How has it grown and changed since the first Bonnaroo of 2002? And what makes Bonnaroo such a unique place that people long to come back year after year? We'll sit back and relax and prepare to leave class today with plans made for the second weekend of June this year. In New Orleans, Louisiana, 4 men eager to take their college degrees to a career that involved their passion for music created a production and entertainment company called Superfly Presents. Rick Fairman, Richard Goodstone, Jonathan Mayers, and Kerry Black, the godfathers of Bonnaroo, put on their first show in New Orleans, Mardi Gras in 1997. Early on in their careers, the Godfathers noticed they had a knack for combining bands with different genres and to play at the same show. For example, a New Orleans hip-hop band might open up for a jazz band that might open up for a rock and roll band. They also began recruiting individual artists from groups and bringing them together to play a one-time show called the Super Jam, a Bonnaroo tradition that still lives on today. In 2001, Superfly's career was at an all-time low, and the Godfathers were losing money. They decided to take a break and go to the Coachella Music and Arts Festival in California with inspirations of coming back with the ultimate entertainment idea for Bonnaroo. While flipping through old records, they came across a Dr. John album called Decisively Bonnaroo. When they looked up what Bonnaroo meant, it was Creole for good stuff, which is exactly what Bonnaroo was. Initially, the vast majority of the groups that Bonnaroo had come to the event were jam bands. Bonnaroo had expanded rapidly since 2002 in every sense of the word. Since the first Bonnaroo, almost every single year has sold out. In 2014, the festival's officials estimated about 100,000 people in attendance. 10 years earlier, in 2002, the attendance was estimated at around 70,000 people, and officially labeled as a jam band festival, which the Godfathers of Bonnaroo have been fighting so hard to get rid of. Since 2002, Bonnaroo had expanded from jam bands to include indie rock, classic rock, hip-hop, psychedelic rock, dubstep, R&B, jazz, country, electronic, folk, and the list goes on. Not only does Bonnaroo feature a wide variety of genres, but both famous artists as well as upcoming artists of all genres. Jack Johnson, for example, has played at several Bonnaroos, and thanks to the Godfathers, was able to get his name out and climb quickly to the top. The vast array of genres is not the only thing that makes Bonnaroo such an amazing event. There are a lot more to Bonnaroo than the 10-plus music stages, a comedy tent, a cinnamon tent, a clock tower, 700 acres of Tennessee nature, and a Ferris wheel. The environment at Bonnaroo is none like other in the world. It's a peaceful place full of some of the happiest, nicest, most free-spirited people you could ever imagine meeting. Not only are these fellow Bonnaroovians great people. They also come from a wide variety of backgrounds. The concept of Bonnaroo is one that will spread worldwide. The idea of uniting a people of all shapes, sizes, colors through a common trait that all human beings share is the beautiful concept behind Bonnaroo. The common trait is the ability to express oneself through music and other various forms of art. I've been up here for the past few minutes trying to put into words an indescribable experience. In conclusion, Bonnaroo has come a long way since its beginnings and it still continues to grow exponentially as more and more individuals attend. What I and countless other Bonnaroovians have deemed, and what you will evolve soon to be, heaven on earth. Everybody is here for the same reason, to appreciate all kinds of art and to get away from the day-to-day worries, high-five random people until your hands fall off, to laugh and to dance, but most of all is to appreciate the beautiful life we have.